Okay, we are live.
Alright. You want me to do the intro?
Whatever you want to do, buddy. It's all you.
Alright. Well, hold on first. Just need to get this set up here. Alright, so this is going to be a special race here tonight for, this is sort of a double header over here at Max Speed. We're going to be running this race to support our troops, and this is, we're going to be doing this because, well, hold on, let me rephrase that. This is inspired by my brother Sam. He's getting deployed overseas later this year, and I wanted to throw a special race for him tonight at a fun track, USA in the Trucks short track race, and then our guys race clean, as you just saw last race, 100 laps almost with no cautions. And yeah, so it's going to be fun. I'm going to be on track actually in the booth, and I'm going to be giving my point of view down on the track. It's live, sort of, you know, like a in-car guy.
Well, Sam, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth with Aaron, and I would like to say thank you very much for your support that you do to protect us, and we all appreciate it very, very, very much, more than we could ever probably say in true life. It's an honor to do this for you, and I guess it's our way of saying thank you.
And we do have some people in our league that have previously and are currently serving in the military. Jeremy Patterson, he's not with us tonight because I think his mom is sick, and he had to fly out to her. He was in the Navy. And I think Sean Butler, he's in the military. I think that's what he said earlier today.
Very cool. Well, our many thanks to those guys too. I didn't know all that, so that's very cool. We appreciate that very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you. This is just a thank you to our troops here today at Max Speed, because if they weren't there, we wouldn't be here right now.
As Aaron hits the wall, just for you, Sam.
Yeah, just for him. I'm running my Good Sam truck here too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, your truck's sideways more than it is straight, brother.
We're running a little bit of a practice here. We got about a 30-minute practice on this, and then we'll get to the qualifying and we'll run the race. We're running 85 laps here tonight with the trucks on USA track, which, to my understanding, this track is no longer used for racing, or NASCAR doesn't run on it or something.
I think it was tore down last year, maybe.
Was it?
Yeah, I think they took it away because nobody ran it. It's a fun track.
Yeah.
It's like a bigger, faster Martinsville.
Yeah. And it has
more banking and things.
Yeah, more banking. That's what I like about it.
Yeah. And see, I picked USA because it's like Martinsville. In Martinsville in the trucks, there's a lot of beating and banging. But getting into those corners, and they're so tight, USA has, like, their faster corners, more banking, so you get through the track a lot faster. And it's wider, so there's not going to be as many cautions. And everybody here I know can race good because I race around them every single week, every day, some of them. And I know they can run green here, so it's going to be an exciting race. Short track, beating banging.
So are they watching now, Aaron?
I'm pretty sure they are.
Cool. Well, hello out there, everybody. I hope you enjoy the show tonight. This is going to be great. This is specially put on to Sam by Aaron, but it's a thank you from all of us. That's how much we appreciate it.
And I don't want it to seem it's just for Sam. It's for all the military servants, whatever
Yes.
branch you're in. It's for everybody. Just a thank you here.
Well, you know, I've got to go out and turn at least a lap there, Aaron, and see how this thing's going to roll.
Yeah. The truck's a little tight, just a little bit going into the turns, and it's really loose coming off. You have to get on the throttle.
All about throttle management.
Yep. And see, Martinsville, it's just you go so slow in the corners. It's just you just get a big run off the corner. But here, it's corners are a little bit more drawn out, a little bit wider off the exit.
Oh, she wants to break it too hard going into the turns and go right around sideways.
Yeah. You really have to get on that brake a lot, but you can't do it too early or you're just going to spin the thing around. Yeah, it's going to be fun here. I mean, you really have to work on the steering wheel because it's just a little bit tight.
If you back up your corners a little bit sooner, it's not so bad.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been braking really early compared to everybody else. And I don't get on it as hard as everybody else, and I just roll the corner real softly.
And I spun it.
Yeah, coming off these corners, I mean, you have to cut the corner perfect. Getting in the center and coming off.
I'm the slowest one out there. That's all right. I didn't go out to be the fastest. I just wanted to go out and run a couple laps so y'all can get to see what it looks like from in the cockpit. It's difficult.
Yeah, very. Well, we got the best of the best here. And I did just get confirmation from my mother that Sam is indeed watching right now, so
Very
hello
cool.
there, Sam.
Very cool. there's my car, the John Deere.
John Deere. Gotta be mowing that grass, Rudy.
Oh, we got to go back and watch me take down Dustin Lee. That was a good pass.
Is Ed going to be in the broadcast booth with this running also?
I don't know.
It's a shame. I really wish you could run it, Rudy. I mean, it's going to be fun out there tonight.
Oh, I know. That's all right. I'm good with it, man. I want you guys to have fun, and I think Sam knows how much I appreciate it and doing what he's doing, man, and keeping us safe means a lot. I just want you guys to put on a good show for him, and that's the main thing.
And I'll give him the briefing when practice is over about it. I'm actually running pretty fast right now. But I don't think we can touch Tony.
No, he's about a
He's-
second faster than me.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he's fast. His specialty is the short flat tracks. And then he goes out wins on like Pocono in Michigan and dominates those tracks. And I mean, he's just a great racer, just all around great. Yeah, tonight's race strategy, I think, would be to get to the bottom because I've ran a couple laps up at the top, and there's not a lot of grip up there. You really want to get down there into the groove,
Right.
and just click off laps until the end of the race.
Yeah. Pretty much like any other track, Aaron. You take it low in the turns, okay, right on that line, and then let it drift out to the wall like diamond it.
Yeah.
And, you know, once you get out there, then start cutting it back down toward the corner. You don't want to wait too long. See, Tony's running the high line.
I don't see how he's doing that, because the high line for me is just not a lot of grip.
No, he kind of goes down a little bit low. I think he must have just drifted up high in that one turn. Sorry, my bad.
You know, I should try this, but I mean, maybe if you enter high, cut down back low,
Yeah.
maybe, because that was the preferred line last race at Las Vegas into turn one because those bumps.
There you see a driver that can do that. He slides it into the turn and saves it. But he's smoked his tires, so he's going back in for some fresh feel goods and full tank of fuel.
I see Dustin Lee, he's running pretty fast. He had a good truck last race, brought out the last caution though. He's a pretty good racer. He's fast.
I mean, if this is all that's going to come in here, we could advance it, but I think Chris kind of wanted us to wait and, see if he can make it in.
Yeah. And plus, I mean, It's a little late for some guys here, and they have stuff to do after the league race, and
I
that's
know
fine, perfectly fine.
people are going to come to my house to shoot me, but here we go. Let's do a pit party.
What do you say?
Pit party. We need to do a pit party.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
Hey, everybody, let's meet up for this pit party.
That's a good idea.
John Butler's running up there too. I'm looking at the standings, and he's got a pretty fast lap. It's close to Tony.
Sean's always kind of like knocking right on Tony's door every time you turn around.
We
So.
only have is 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and he knocked him off his winning streak today.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the laps left, I don't
Pit party,
think
let's
because
do this.
I was looking at my relative that entire race, and he was gaining a tenth about every 3 laps on Tony. So I don't think Tony could have caught him.
Yeah.
Why don't you get up here and race this pit party here?
Alright. Alright, I can do that, I guess. Just the pit party, that's it.
Yeah.
Pit party! Come on, Workman.
Bowling out. Here we go, like 60.
You want the high or low, Dustin?
I'll go high.
Alright.
I will go green to the line. I'll call it out. Count down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Green flag.
Of course,
Really
I'm the
squirrely
first
coming
one.
off this corner. They're really squirrely coming off of the corners here. Goes back to
Yeah,
throttle management.
trucks around you and everything, and that don't help, you know.
Yeah.
You get that aero push, and it's alright, I'll get back out there.
Dustin Lee is running really fast here.
Yeah.
Well, my green flag pit stop to 10 did not go well.
Holy shit, William. That was a nice save, man. Thank you. That was probably the greatest save of my career.
Well, you didn't luck out that time.
Thanks, Rudy, for hitting me there, buddy.
You spun right in front of me, bud.
I wasn't spun yet. I was
Okay.
really close.
I tell you what, Rudy, this is a really nice camera shot that you may want to set
I
up.
know
here
you
real
did. I
quick.
could tell. And then look at the
It's
save.
a,
Oh my god.
If you go to like the Control F12 and the
That
ZW,
was awesome.
the
Let's
if you
line
put it,
them up.
like,
Let's
right
do it
over
again.
your
We got
driver's head,
2.5.
Do
and
what
you
now?
see,
Hold on.
if you put the camera, like if you go to the roll bar camera and put it right over the driver's head, you
Mhm.
can see perfectly whatever they see,
Yeah.
and it is a great camera angle.
Oh, yeah. God, Aaron's on point. I see a
That means-
wreck fest ensuing.
As long as I don't call out that I'm in first, then I'll be fine.
Let it drift out to the wall. That's better. Don't hit the wall.
Ooh, got really loose off that corner. Yep, I'm around. Throttle management.
Yep, they must be ready for qualifying, huh?
Yep, we're about to go qualifying here. So if you're just tuning in, this is the Maximum Speed Racing was Race for the Troops, and the inspiration for this was my brother Sam. He is going to be deployed later this year, and we just wanted to thank all of our troops and Sam for serving, because if they weren't over where they are, we wouldn't be right here. So I'm going to qualify here.
Hard to believe they tore this down. Wow.
I know, it's a great racetrack. Very fun racetrack for any car. Well, any little short track car like the SK or the Tour Modifieds, the late models, trucks.
I hope they don't take it out of iRacing, because it's like really cool track, you know.
Yeah, it's a very fun track.
That would have been cool to do, like the Spec Ford Racer here tonight. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. The original plan was Langley at with the late models,
Yeah.
but not a lot of people had Langley.
Or the late models.
Yeah. Late models are fun. I mean, I prefer short track racing at those little local tracks and like the SK Tour Modifieds and late models.
Mhm.
I mean, that's where I really shine at.
Yep.
As it looks right now, Tony Godwin has the pole. Very fast lap, about 4/10 faster than everybody else. I think some people's strategy is just not to qualify, and then they'll be at the back and see if they can try to avoid any wrecks. But I mean, it's a little short shootout here.
Well, 85 laps.
Yeah.
So,
It's not like the shortest run ever to where everybody that wherever you start, that's where you finish. It's like you have to get up and go. Here, excuse me 1 minute. I apologize.
no problem.
I think everybody's done qualifying. If they need to, I think we can advance because the leaderboard hasn't changed in a little bit. And just
Yeah, we got less than a minute.
yeah,
It'll be all right. Tony Godman on the pole in the 01 with a 20.577. In second place, we got the number 51 of Dustin Lee with a 20.902. Third place, the number 88 of Sean Butler with a 20.986. Fourth place, a 20 of Aaron Davis with a 21.086. Fifth place, the number 9 of William Kirk with a 21.319. Sixth place, we have the number 66 of Trevor Johnson with a 21.622. And I believe we've got about, let's see, I think we've got about 3 or 4.
that did not qualify or had something.
Yeah, it did not qualify. It looks like Michael D'Amico might be coming in. Or trying to come in. Yeah, he connected.
Yep.
So he's in, so good deal. He probably won't stay long, but
All right, so I'm going to give him the rundown here.
okie dokie.
For my brother, Sam Crockett, he is getting deployed, and this is for every military personnel that is overseas, because if they're over there, we can be over here doing what we love and racing. And so this is dedicated to all of them, especially Sam. And please keep it clean. I mean, it's a short track. I know how you guys race. You race really clean. So I just want a good, fun race tonight. Good luck out there.
Thank you, Aaron. Good luck, all.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, so we're going to go racing here.
So the lights are off on the pace car, and we'll be going green flag racing here right directly.
No, we got 2 to green, I think. That's what it says on my screen
yeah,
there.
Yeah, I think they do make an extra lap, but I'm saying the lights
Yeah.
are off on the pace car. So
Right.
yeah, they make 2 laps around a small track like this to make sure everybody's caught up with the field. And
Got 1 to green here.
all
For
right.
the max speeds, race for the troops.
Pace car's off. Green flag. Just be patient, Aaron. Easy.
Oh, I slammed the back of Sean Butler there.
Oops. And just think, this was the track that we took out of the schedule because everybody thought it was going to be a wreck fest, which, you know, it probably could be. But, you know, I think all along, if the guys practiced with it enough, and we were going to build a really good setup, you know, better than this one. Tony and Ed and I and Brian Workman we were working on one, so we were going to have a really, really good setup. I mean, one that would hang the track really good. So this one did a couple of builds ago, but they changed the feel of these trucks quite a bit, and it definitely affected the handling of the trucks coming out of the turns and going into the turns. So
Very much. I mean, it's kind of a shame because we were sort of turned off by short tracks because we had a bad race in Iowa beforehand, so... I mean, USA is a fun track. Very fun track, and it's a shame that they tore it down.
David Howard came out of the turn a little loose there and took it down to the inside. Gathered back up though. Didn't lose any positions. Tony, as normal, pulling out to a pretty good lead there.
Yeah, it looks like William and Sean right now ahead of me. They're having a pretty good battle, and I just spun it.
Caution come out.
Yeah, that was my fault there.
No caution?
No, there's a caution. We have a caution out right now. So that's gonna... that was my fault right there. I took a little bit too much out of it. I was trying to catch the 9 and the 88 because they were battling, and I just went around. It shows you how easy these things are to turn around coming off the corner.
Looks like you heated your tires up before you went into that turn.
Yeah, because I sort of spun it, or slid it off coming off 1 and 2 there.
Ooh, we got a little
We have a
bumpage
pile
going on. Pile up on pit road.
Yeah, I was involved in that, unfortunately, but we got resets.
Only 2. 85 laps, a long ways, with only 2 resets, and you're going to use one right now.
Yeah, but I had gotten to the wall anyway, so if I wouldn't have got up into that, I probably would have used my reset on something minute.
Did you stay on the lead lap?
Yeah, I stayed on the lead lap.
Cool. Nobody's a lap down?
I don't think so, no. Yeah, not from what I'm seeing.
Very cool. Very cool.
So from what it seems like everybody's just trying to take it a little bit easy. But I think a few guys are struggling a little bit because I'm not used to running this car with this track.
Right.
Because it takes them getting used to get used to this track coming off of this turn, coming off all turns, just cut it perfectly and not spin it as I demonstrated for the caution there. I got Michael D'Amico in front of me here. We haven't seen him in a while.
Green, green, green.
Oh, David Howard's a little squirrely there. He saves it though. That was almost big. We had to check up big time. He and Sean Butler there. This wall is so easy to hit, it just jumps out at you. Well, I just sort of locked the tires up and slid them there.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, if you get on the gas or the brakes too much, you'll just slide to the outside there. I did it again there. I'm just trying to stay off people's bumpers and not hit them and try and spin them. And my tires did not like that. You see David Howard, he's got a little bit of a hang for the track as it is now. And I got hit. Yeah, that was... You don't like it when the tires don't like it when you heat them up. I am being very clumsy.
William Kirk loses it in the turn, but he keeps it off the track. He's backing it back up on the track. Caution out.
Yeah, caution's out. That was for me.
Oh,
Because when I got on the gas, it spun me, and then Brian Ray came and hit me. And I think I'm stuck in pit road wall. So I have to tow here, so I'm out of the race. So I guess I'm going to be broadcasting, and that sucks. I wanted to get a good finish for Sam, because I know he's watching, but sometimes just luck doesn't
oh my God!
doesn't
We
go
got
your way.
4 of you collected into that.
Yeah, I tried to stay high, and Brian Ray, I guess he slipped up the track maybe. But yeah, my apologies, Sam. I wanted to get out there and see if I could do something. I mean, I had a fast truck, but I mean, it was just... I overdrove it.
And he goes right into the end of the wall. I had to make sure I
Yeah.
broadcasted that for you. But
Yeah, just add... Since I've spun out twice while I'm broadcasting with you, so just add insult to injury. I get stuck in the pit road wall.
Oh, so we got a new leader out here, Brian Wortman. Not sure if he's
Yeah,
going to
Brian.
have enough for Tony, but
If he can get it to... Sorry about that. Tony, if he can... Or Brian, if he can keep it to the bottom, I think Tony's going to have a hard time trying to pass him. Because the bottom is so... You have to run the bottom here.
so
Brian, I don't know, he may be coming to pit. Maybe he just stayed out just to lead a lap.
I don't know what for. No points.
Yeah, just a fun race.
But so yeah, there are 2 resets, and I'm sure there's probably a few of these guys have used all their resets. So you used all yours, right?
Yeah, I used all mine. And see, just like a little scratch on your car will use that reset.
Yeah,
If you have
I know.
any damage at all. And I think that's a flaw in the simulator.
Yeah, they need to make it to where you can you have the choice to use a reset or not.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, I mean, if your bumper's just a little pushed in,
Yeah.
then it'll use a reset. And if you get into a wreck, then you're out of reset. I'm going to be going green here this lap with Brian Wortman on the inside of Tony Godwin, see if he can do anything with him. And if Brian can't, maybe Sean or Dustin, and maybe they can get by him since Tony's on the outside. Green flag. And Brian gets a big jump going into turn 1. Tony's staying right with him. And Brian sort of clears him there. Here comes Tony on the inside of Brian for the lead. Brian gets a little squirrely there. And Dustin Lee staying right with Tony, going by Brian on the outside, on the inside. And now Tony's in the lead, and it's probably smooth sailing for him if Dustin can't get up there. But Dustin, he's fast. He's fast here.
Brian Workman's fallen back to 4th place now. David Howard Jr. coming up on his bumper now. David maybe be able to get a run on him and get by Brian, but it seems like Brian's gathered it back up now, and he's picked back up the pace.
And Trevor Johnson, he was in the pits. He just came off there. Let's see what for. Yeah, Trevor spun it and hit the wall off of 2 there.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony has pulled out to a good lead here over Dustin Lee. Sean Butler seems to have a run here on Dustin Lee, maybe give him a run for his money for second. Sean's looking on the inside here, but he can't make it, can't stick it there down the straightaway into 4.
William Kirk trying to get a run on David Howard there. William Kirk really strong here tonight. David kind of got a little loose there, tapped the wall. Oh, William got a little loose going into the turn. He saved it.
And here comes Sean Butler on the 51 to Dustin Lee. But I don't think he's not strong enough coming out of the corners to stay on him on the straightaway, because it's basically a full lap pass here. And we've got a caution.
I'm thinking it might have been Trevor Johnson again.
Yeah, he's been struggling here today.
Yeah, he lost it coming out of the turn there.
Yeah, and see, he's getting on the brakes really late, and he spins it coming out of the corner.
So he will go a lap down now. And seeing he will get his lap back though, because he is the lucky dog. Excuse me.
So Tony is pitting, but Dustin Lee is staying out. Sean Butler pitting, but Dustin Lee in second has decided to stay out.
Whoa.
Well, Tony, there's a little strategy here. Now Tony is pitting with Sean Butler, who is also in third, and Brian Workman, Michael D'Amico, and Trevor Johnson obviously is staying out.
Well, Trevor Johnson is a lap down. He has to. So.
Yeah.
But he's getting way by right now.
So maybe if Dustin can stick it out there, because he's pretty fast here too, but I don't think he's as fast as Tony. If he can just get out there in the lead, he may be able to just run away with it maybe, and keep Tony from getting on the inside.
So
and Michael D'Amico has a little damage on him too. Nope, Dustin's coming into pit.
Almost at the halfway mark.
Yep, Dustin and Brian went into pit. I don't know why that, because there's really no points in it, but... So if if Michael D'Amico stays out, then he will assume the lead.
Well, he can last long out there with Tony.
But if Tony, if somebody gets in his way here, it's so hard to pass on the outside, but I don't think Tony could do that. But if somebody's taking his line, then I think he could possibly lose the race.
Mm-hmm.
But Tony, he's just too strong at these short tracks.
I'm going to have to work on some of this league stuff tomorrow because I've got to get to bed early tonight. We got a bunch of stuff we got to do tomorrow. My wife's off work tomorrow, and got a bunch of stuff I got to get done.
Yeah, we're sort of cutting it a little late here, but we were on a tight schedule, and we had to run it tonight. It was on such short notice, too. That's why I apologize for that, though.
No big deal there, right? I mean, it's not that late. It's only
Yeah, but-
9:30 here, but probably as soon as this is over, I'm gonna probably go get me a nice hot shower and probably head to bed.
Sounds good. I'm probably gonna lay down, just rest just a little bit after this, too.
Rest just a little bit, like maybe 8 hours or something.
No, I'm young. I don't sleep. I sleep during the day and stay up during the night.
Especially now that school's out.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how good old Crash D'Amico can hang out there in front next to Tony. Pace car's in.
Green flag. Crash got a good jump, but Tony's staying right there with him, and he's probably going to clear him on the outside while William Kirk is out there. He's driving a loose race car. Oh, almost threw you wide there. William got up into the wall. Sean Butler over William Kirk for third. And Crash, I think that damage is sort of holding him back just a little bit.
Yeah.
And Sean is on the inside of him for second. And William's stuck on the outside, which is not a place you want to be here, especially. I don't think he's going to make it work. Oh, tight squeeze there, moving him out of the way. Beating and bang. Oh, there goes Crash around into Dustin Lee. And Brian Wortman slides and makes contact with him. Yeah, it just looked like Crash because William got into him, getting into the corner, and Dustin got into him. Coming off that corner, he just spun it right in front of David Howard. Trevor and David did a nice job of missing him.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's just a...
the 9 kind of got into the back of the 62 to bump him out of the way, it looks like. But
Yeah.
and then Crash kind of, he spun. Yeah, he caught Dustin Lee, but I don't think it really damaged Dustin Lee's truck too much, but caught David Howard. And Brian checked up really hard, but kind of slammed him in the side, trying to stay off of him.
Yeah, that's... And see, going down into that turn, William, he was on the outside there, and he had to run, and he just forced his way in through there. Because if he was stuck on the outside, he would have lost a couple more positions. Mm-hmm. And he just moved Crash out of the way.
Crash staying out there. A lot of nose damage.
Yeah.
Whew. That'd be a
It's not-
handful to drive.
Yeah. You can see his wheels are... His toes out, probably. His wheels are a little... Oh, he's going to pit now.
Yeah. Probably best.
Yeah. You know, Crash, he's a crackhead sometimes. So we're going to be coming to halfway here. Oh, excuse me, it's not halfway. Well, 45 laps out of 85, so... Just a couple laps after halfway, and Tony Godwin has been in the lead most of the race. But people trying to play strategy, trying to knock him off the lead, but he's just too strong, I think. Hey Rudy, how about we interview William Kirk in second place here?
All right, you go ahead and do it.
William Kirk, this is Aaron Davis up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah?
Well, we see a bunch of drivers trying to stay out and have a little strategy for Tony. Do you think you have anything for him now since you're second and you've been pretty fast here tonight?
I suck here, but we're gonna try. I think I pooped my pants earlier, but you know, it's whatever. I mean, Tony's so good and so dominant here, especially at these short tracks. He can just work it, like, you know, the way no one else can. So, I mean, passing him is going to be pretty hard, but I think I can maybe hang on to second, but it's going to be close to me and Sean. Me and him have been pretty even.
Yeah, so good luck out there for the booth. You have anybody you want to shout out?
I want to shout out to your brother Sam. I want to wish you good luck, sir. Hopefully you come back safe and sound, and to my uncle who's stationed in Germany. I want to wish him, make sure he's all safe and sound.
All right, thank you, William.
Thank you, sir. Have fun.
So
That
we're
was
going
cool.
back green here. Yeah. Pace car is off. Green flag. Williams staying right with Tony. But Sean Butler's going to get the run on William into 1 and 2 here. And Tony is checking out. Oh, William got really loose coming off that corner but saved it. They're tracking it. Dustin Lee's going to get by him for third.
Sounded like William was having a good time out there.
Yeah. Oh, we got loose going into the corner there, too. And Brian Workman got a little squirrely there
Yeah,
going
seen
into the turn. And what a nice, that was a nice save by Brian there.
Yep.
Completely sideways and just kept it going. Alright, 50 laps complete here. 35 to go.
Trevor's working Crash over pretty good there. Crash trying to stay out ahead of him so he don't, so he don't work on him too hard. Those two battling it pretty hard.
Yeah, Trevor's had a little bit of a challenge here tonight. I don't think he has a real feel for this track. You can see him. He's squirrely off every corner. And getting down into the turns, he's having to wheel it pretty hard there.
Dustin challenging for second place here, and he's caught Sean and passed him. Good job by Dustin.
Yeah, for a minute there, it looked like Sean was sort of checking out from Dustin, but I told you Dustin was fast. He's one to watch here tonight, but I don't think any of them can rival what went out there. This is his specialty.
Oh, we got somebody else spun. Trevor again.
I see William has a little bit of damage on his tailgate there. Yeah, he's really loose. He's heated those back tires up. Oh, and Sean Butler goes around and turns 1 and 2, trying to get by Dustin Lee. He's getting down in there. He got down into the turns really, really hard. Got on the brakes. Not looked like to make sure he did not slam Dustin, and just backed her into the wall. So caution is out on that 57.
I'm sure that some of these guys are welcoming that caution because smoked the tires or whatever, you know, spun them. It ruins the tires, and you know that, Aaron. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Trevor into the wall again, trying to check up behind him.
And William, he heated the tires up pretty bad there too. And Trevor Johnson spins it under caution. Getting down into the turn. Yeah, these guys, you can't keep it on the throttle that long. I mean, you have to get on the brakes for a while and just let the car set into the turn, or you're just gonna go around. So why don't we talk to Sean Butler there and see what happened?
There you go.
Go ahead.
Sean Butler, this is Aaron Davis up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Aaron.
We saw you get a little loose there getting into the turn and spun it there. Was that because you were checking up for Dustin, or what happened?
I have no idea. I was just, I started getting a little loose getting into the corner, and it just actually just screwed it up.
Alright. Do you have anybody you want to shout out to in the military, or anybody at all here tonight?
Well, I'm in the military. I got lots of friends in the military, obviously, and just hope everyone's going to be safe. Good luck to your brother, and hopefully he comes back safe.
Alright, thank you.
And thank you very much, Sean, for your service. I appreciate that very, very much.
Thank you, Rudy.
Sean Butler winning earlier our league race at Las Vegas.
Yeah, we went 96 laps caution free and coming to the closing 4 laps and there was a caution.
I was like, well, I'm just gonna ride it out here.
Things will happen though.
Yeah. I was sort of happy for that because I was a lap down and I wanted to get my lap back. And that worked out just fine.
Yep, you got your lap back, finished on the lead
Yep.
lap. Great job.
So the lights are out on the pace car here, gonna go green flag, and Dustin Lee on the outside of Tony Godwin. And it seems like Dustin is the only one that can sort of stay up there with Tony for a couple laps. But I don't think he's gonna be able to get by Tony. I mean, he's just so strong.
Well, Tony's going to have that preferred line going into the turn, so Dustin's going to have to run twice as hard to try to catch him on that outside.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get a good restart here going green. And he does. He's staying about even right now with Tony. Going into the first turn, and Sean Butler right behind him. Yeah, he runs it, and Tony just gets a huge jump off that corner. But Dustin on the inside here for the lead. Tries to get under Tony. Oh, and he spins Tony. Tony is around our leader. Is around.
That tore them
Michael
both up.
D'Amico.
That tore them both up.
Wow, he tried to stick it in there, tried to stick his nose in there, and he got into him.
So caution out again. We're going to go back and look at that again. We're going to look at it right out Dustin Lee's windshield and see what he sees here. Because he's trying to get a run on Tony, and it kind of looks like he did get a run on him, and Tony tried to come down and close that door on him. And that's what Tony did, but Dustin didn't back off.
Yeah, it looked like Dustin was trying to just stick his nose under there going into the turn.
Yeah.
And then when he got back on the gas, he got into Tony, and Tony came back down, and it's a big bottleneck there. And Dustin Lee has a little bit of damage there.
So I think Tony probably just using his first reset, him and Dustin both. Because Did you want to talk to anybody out there? Or?
Let's talk to Dustin there, because he was the one that sort of got into him.
All right, you're on.
Dustin Lee, this is Aaron Davis up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened there? Because it looked like you were trying to get a run on Tony, and you guys made contact and you spun him.
Yeah, I was trying to get down below him there, and I made the dive, and he was just there. Nothing I could really do. I hit the brake.
All right, you have anybody you want to shout out to tonight?
Hey, Sam out there, good luck to him, and also everybody else out there serving. Like everybody else said, keeping where we can be racing over here. Keep everything safe.
All right, thank you, Dustin.
Alrighty. Good job. I'm going to make a commentator out of you yet.
And there's David Howard. He's going to take the lead, inherit the lead there on lap 66. Tony's going to be mired a little bit back in the field, and traffic may prevent him from getting up there because he has Sean, Crash, Brian, William, and then David. And David, he's really strong anywhere he goes. And at the beginning of the race, he was sort of struggling, but he's got a handle on the car now.
Coming to 19 to go.
And if there's no caution, then those are going to just fly by. It's a little mix-up here. So lights are out on the pace car, and we're going to go green next time by. Pace car is in. Green flag. David got a little bit of a slow jump there on the start, but he has the preferred line into the corner, and looks like he's going to get William off the corner, and they bump a little bit, and that's going to... William's still fighting strong on the outside, but David still has that preferred line, and he's a little loose there, and Brian Wortman gets up into him, and they are both around for the lead again. That looked like a little bit of net code.
Let's go back and watch it here. We'll go on.
Yeah, when Brian hit him, that was a little bit of net code. But David, he got into the corner trying to take too much from William and just got loose on it, and Brian was just there, and Brian got damaged and hit the pit road wall there.
David and William racing real hard together. It looked like David hit old William, and it kind of kept David a little straighter, but then here come Brian Workman around the corner, and bang. Yeah, that was major net code there. Heck, he was 3 feet from him.
And then David came down and hit Trevor, which was also a little bit of net code there. But yeah, it just looked like David was just taking way too much than what he had there, and when he broke late into the corner, he just spun the thing, and that's what I've been saying. That's what happened to me the second time I had spun. That if you get on the brakes just a little bit late, you will spin the thing in the turn, especially if you have somebody behind you.
I'm on the nose cam of Brian Wortman's car or truck here. We're going to see just how close he gets to the number 7 there of David Howard. I don't believe, I mean, you see for yourself here in a minute. I mean, he really wasn't even on him, you know. I mean, I'm going to go back and I'm going to zoom in with the camera there and see if I can get a better view of this. I'll go to the chase cam and I'm going to use my camera tool here and I'm going to zoom around there a little bit. And that ain't going to work. I need to go to the outside of him a little. And we'll kind of watch this as this unfolds. And you'll see Brian Wertman really didn't even touch David Howard. I'm kind of like off to the side here of Brian a little bit. And it's showing him hitting him there, and he really wasn't even close to him. He was 2 feet from his side. So that's one of them, what we call a net code. It's the difference in the, you know, Brian may have a higher ping than or whatever, and it's just a difference in net coding. So
Yeah, Brian gets in there, and I still think David would have spun and came down into him, but I don't think Brian would have ran into the pit road wall.
exactly.
But it looks like William Kirk is going to be our leader. And Sean Butler is going to be second, and Crash is going to be fourth, and Tony Godwin is going to be fifth. Now let's see if William can stick it down here and just make it to the end. Because we don't have a lot of cars left in here. And the pace car is off. Green flag. And William gets a jump, and Tony's pushing Sean into the first turn. And Crash is on the apron, and Sean gets a big run. William gets loose. Coming down, this is going to be 11 laps to go. And Tony has got by William. And now sets his sights on Sean. But Sean has that preferred line, and I think Sean may be able to keep it out front here. Wouldn't that be great? A military veteran is gonna maybe win this race here. But we have a wreck out behind them. Michael D'Amico and David Howard make contact in their round. And the caution flies once more. Now with 9 laps to go, Sean just has to hold on just a little bit longer and he can pull off the doubleheader win tonight.
That would be awesome.
Yes, it would. Winning the $20 at Las Vegas and then coming over here and winning this race for the troops here.
Dustin Lee is the one that got loose on that. If you go back to Dustin Lee's car, Dustin Lee got loose. I'm not sure if Dustin Lee's the one that brought the caution out. No, he saves it.
It's Crash and David Howard.
Ah, okay.
It may be a little bit of netcode again, maybe.
What's going on with the net coding on this server tonight?
Yes, I'm going to watch from David's helmet cam that I set up.
I've got it slowed down to slow motion here and see if we can figure out what happened. Crash holding it down low.
Yeah, he catches that apron and he goes underneath him and just makes contact with him. No net code. But David, Crash moved up and David was there and got up into him and spun him. So it looks like Sean Butler is pitting and Tony Godwin will inherit the lead. So I don't know. That's some weird strategy there, just giving up the lead.
Oh yeah, David tapped him there. He had a run on the inside. I think it was a little bit of net coating because they, yeah, dang, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Like old Crash has been a punching bag out there tonight, hasn't it?
Yep.
I know he's racing hard and trying to win this thing, but man, he's just been beat to heck.
Yeah. So on the restart, I think we will have 5 laps to go if we get 1 to green this time. Nope. Lap 80 of 85, so we may be getting 5 to green. Just a 5-lap shootout between William and
Yeah.
Tony.
Well, I'm
I don't
glad.
know if
I'm glad most of the guys have stuck around to see this to the end, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. See, what I was thinking, if William can get that big jump on the restart, if he can clear Tony on the straightaway, which is a stretch, and get down in front of him, I think that's the only way that he can win. But other than that, I think Tony's pretty much got it locked up. You're going to have to make a big ballsy move to win here. Lights are out on the pace car.
Tires are not an issue for Tony, it seems.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this plays out. And Tony does have a little bit of nose damage.
Yeah, he does.
Alright, the pace car is in. Let's see what William has for Tony here. Green flag. And William is staying right with Tony on that restart, but Tony still has that preferred line. Yeah, and Tony gets down in there, and William gets really loose there. And Tony pulls away to a big lead, but I think the battle is going to be for second on back, because this is a big wad of cars here. Let's see if they can make it green to the end. Oh, William gets really loose trying to drive it really hard. And there goes. Yep,
Trevor.
and there's your race. Tony Godwin wins with William Kirk in second and Sean Butler, our military veteran in the field, third. So 2 interviews there. He barely got by David Howard there. Did Trevor just self-spin there?
I don't know.
Yeah, he got on the brakes too late and just spun it going in. So Tony Godwin's your winner here.
I'll just open the mic and you can interview him right down there. Go
All right.
for it.
Hey, Tony Godwin, this is Aaron Davis up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
That was a great race there, man, and you're hard to beat on these short tracks, and you proved that with Dustin Lee getting into you earlier in the race and you just coming back and everything. But, I mean, it was a great race to watch you. I mean, I don't know how you did that. I mean, you just drive the car so hard, and I don't think there was any doubt in your mind that you were going to win this. And if there was, is there any at all?
Well, I mean, you never know. You never know what's going to happen, but I had a lot of fun. I'm glad we ran this track with the truck and all.
Yeah, so you have anybody to shout out there that's watching or anything?
No, just give your brother a shout out, man. He'd get on over there, do what he's got to do, and get back.
All right, thank you. All right, William Kirk, it's Aaron Davis in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So you rallied back and got second after. Well, it looked like you were driving a loose race car there, and it was a struggle. It seemed like for you, but you had a strong truck all night, and you were battling up there for the lead and second place a lot. So, I mean, do you think you had anything for second or third or even first? I mean, I know you got second. I mean,
You know, a little hint in the back of my mind that I could maybe pull off second or third, but I mean, I think we all knew who was going to get first. Sorry, I can't talk today. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. I mean, we had an awesome time. There was a bunch of, front back, and I was able to gun it out of pit road so many times and not get caught speeding, and then I got caught speeding that one time. But yeah, it's just a great race. Just had a lot of fun.
yeah, you have anybody to shout out to?
Want to give a shout out to your brother. Hopefully he comes back safe and sound. And once again to my uncle, I want to, make sure he gets, he is safe over there. But yeah, thanks for putting this on and everybody overseas. Oh yeah, and Sean, who's racing with us. Thanks for your service. And yeah, just thanks to anyone who's ever given, all that for us to have our freedom and do what we love to do here. So yeah, thanks.
All right, thank you. Sean Butler, this is Aaron Davis in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Aaron.
So, this is the second time you've been interviewed tonight after winning at Las Vegas. And I know you serve in the military, and you look like you had a strong truck there. Do you think if you would have stayed out on that last restart that you had anything for Tony?
It's hard to say if I would have had something for Tony. He was pretty much across the field all night. So I thought more people were going to pit, so just kind of got snookered. But oh well, it was fun, great time. Thanks for putting us on.
All right, and thank you for your service. Do you have anybody to shout out or anything?
Just like to say good luck to your brother again, and everyone else out there who's serving. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, you too.
Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up here tonight for our Max Speed's first ever race for the troops. So, going down the running order here, Tony Godwin comes home with a win by a margin of 2.58 seconds, or I'm sorry, 0.258 seconds. William Kirk in second, Sean Butler in third, David Hauer in fourth, Michael D'Amico in fifth, Dustin Lee in sixth, Trevor Johnson in seventh, Brian Wortman in eighth, me in ninth, Brian Ray in 10th, and Rudy and Ed in 11th and 12th. So, Rudy, you have anything else to say here tonight?
I'm good, man. You did a great job, and all
right.
I really want to say is I wish your brother good luck over there, and please come home safe. And hopefully we can do this again for him sometime if he gets deployed. And pretty much that's I hope all of our troops come home safe. I hate to see any of them that have to go over there for some political reason or whatever the reason may be, but I just wish them the best, and please return for your family. Be safe.
Yeah. And thank you to everybody out there serving in the military that may be watching here tonight. Thanks to Sean Butler, Jeremy Patterson, again, serving in the Navy. He can't be with us tonight, so that pretty much wraps it up here tonight for Max Speed.
Thank you.